Hello everyone, photographer Andredesignz here with a new retouch video, and today we'll retouch in this image that you see on my screen. Alright, so let's get right to the editing process. So first thing I'm going to do is to come over here and I'm going to crop the image, because I always want to crop the image to the 4:5 ratio for Instagram. So press enter, and the 4:5 ratio is basically once you click on crop, you can just come here to where it says 4:5 or 8:10, and then it crops it for the portrait size for Instagram, and then you can just click this thing right here. Good. So now it's ready for Instagram. Let me just do the layer background, because if you notice on the layer it says layer 0 and there's no background, so I'm just gonna come right here to get the layer back. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is to duplicate the layer, and then I'm just going to zoom it up a little bit, and then I'm going to remove the blemishes by using the patch tool. So I'm on the patch tool now. I'm going to remove all the blemishes from the model's skin using the patch tool. You can use whatever tool that actually works for you. I like to use a patch tool. Sometimes I use the healing brush, but the patch tool works better for me all the time. Let me just zoom this up a little bit more so I can see all the smaller blemishes. Alright. It's been a while since I've done any studio photos. I think I need to start doing some more personal projects, but to be honest, I am doing a lot of work, so I really don't have time to do the personal work anymore. But pretty soon I will find the time and do some behind the scenes in studio again, and also outdoor, and I have some creative stuff that I'll be doing, so you guys can stay tuned for that. Alright, hold on shift, well not shift, space bar, so you can move the image. That looks good so far. Good. So I'm just removing some of these loose here using the patch tool as well. So I think that is it. There's nothing else for me to remove. That looks good. Alright, good. So the next step now is to do frequent separation. But let me just show you the before and after real quick. So that's the before, that's the after. So I'm going to come here to frequent separation. You can download this frequent separation action by using the link in the description. For the Gaussian blur, the radius is going to be 6.4. I always use 6.4. Then I'm going to go down to the low frequency layer right here, and then I'm going to come over here to where it has the mixer brush. I took my mixer brush out because I want to get to it real quick, and then I'm going to put the, well, I'm going to keep it at 4%, and everything else is going to remain the same, and ensure that this is checked so there's no color here. Good. And then while on the mixer brush, I'm just going to just take my time and just do up and down. Basically what's happening here, it's flattening the image. But the good thing about this is that it keeps the texture in the skin. But you don't want to do too much, to be honest. all I'm doing is just brushing. And if there are sections on the skin that does not need to be even out, you don't have to. Alright, I think I'm okay with what I've done so far. Alright, can still see texture in the skin. That looks good. Perfect. We could go, I'm going to go to the high frequency layer. I'm going to press J on the keyboard for the patch tool again. I'm just going to remove some more of these blemishes. Because these little blemishes here, removing them makes a big difference, trust me. Your image will look more smoother. If you zoom up and, you know, remove some more of these after doing the frequency separation. Alright, good. So I'm gonna zoom back out. I'm gonna show you guys the before and after for what I've just done. That's the before, that's the after. I'm just gonna come in a little bit more and see if I can, you know, do a little more mixing right here, just to flatten it out so everything just come together like that. Good. Perfect. Alright, so right here, just come to the top. Maybe I should just do this on a layer by itself, but okay, it works. Alright, good. Alright, so I'm just gonna come, let me just close that. I'm gonna come here and I'm just gonna do some dodge and burning real quick. So I'm gonna start with the burn. I'm gonna get my brush and I'm gonna put the brush flow. Brush flow is at I'm gonna put it at 1 for the flow, 1%. And then I'm just gonna darken this area here, this area here a little bit. Let's come down to the neck. I'm just gonna darken right there, here, here. So basically I'm just following what was already there. So let's look at it before and after for what I've just done. Let's bring this right here. Before, after. Good. Alright. The next step now is to create a glow around the what's this called? This glasses are shades. So I'm gonna create a new layer. Control Alt Shift E, Control J, and then I'm gonna make a selection for the shades real quick. Let me see if I can use the one. Alright. Let me see, I need to add. Perfect. So this looks good. So all I did was to use the one to highlight it. Alright, I think it did a great job. I'm gonna just zoom in a little bit more and try to add these little areas here. I don't use this tool that much, so I'm not the best on using it. So all I'm doing is just, you know, bring it down Alright, so to minus, what you could do is hold on an Alt and just minus. Alright, so we have some coming in here. I'm gonna see if I can, oh, guess not. Alright, so it's now selected, so I can do Control J to create a duplicate of it. Let's just ensure that it worked. So I'm just gonna add a color to it real quick, like black. No, it has to be highlighted. So I'm gonna hold on an Alt and double click, or is it? Yeah, and then I can just do color. Okay, good. So it was highlighted. Perfect. All right. So this is my first time doing the clown. Well, not the clown. The glow, neon glow. So let's see if I can create like a blue. Let me see, inner. Well, I'm gonna do yellow because the background is yellow. So I'm gonna do like a bright yellow. I think I need to change this to outer. Where is that option for outer? It's normally somewhere right here. Well, I guess this is just for inner. But there should be an option for outer. I don't remember which one of these options give you outer. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You know what? I'm just gonna increase the size and see what happens. Alright, so it gives you that yellow effect around the edge. Alright, I'm gonna change this to multiply and see. Okay, multiply, give me a darker color. I think it's too much though. The size is too much. I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. Yeah, like that. Alright, so that glow works better. I'm basically just testing out, you know, different mode, blending modes to see which one can give me the glow that I want. I've never done this before, I've mentioned. Let me see, center. I think I like the center, but let me just go back to the edge. And then I'm going to see the contour. I think I'm going to work with that one. Let me see what else I can do with this glow here. Opacity, let me just turn it up some more to about right there. That should be good. And then precise, soft. All right, which one looks more natural? This one? I'm gonna do the precise. Alright, so I'm gonna click OK. So now it's glowing, but I want the entire image to have an effect, not just the shades here. I want everything. I want it to have an effect. How am I gonna do this now? I'm just gonna create a new layer again. Control Alt Shift E, and then you know what? No, I'm gonna use layers to create a lighting effect. Yeah, but you know what, before I do that, let me just Control Alt Shift E and create a new layer. Control J to duplicate it, and then I'm gonna go to Camera Raw and just make some adjustments to the entire image. Let me just go to Auto and see what it looks like. Okay, no. So I'm just going to do dehaze a little bit, just darken the image a little bit with the dehaze. And then after using dehaze, I'm just going to use the texture a little bit. Alright. Then I'm going to come down here to collaboration. And then under the blue, I'm just going to adjust the skin tone a little bit. That should be good. I don't think I need to do anything else in here. But wait, let me just go to contrast a little bit, just like that. Good. Let's look at the before and after real quick. So the little color adjustment that I did, that's what happened. So that's the before and that's the after. So I'm gonna press OK. Alright, so now the glow is look more glowing. This section doesn't have any glow though. I might just cover that or something. I'm not sure what I'm doing right here yet, but maybe adding the lighting effects will just fix everything. So I'm gonna create a new layer, and then I'm gonna get the brush, and then I'm gonna change my flow to, you know what, 100%, and then get this bigger, and then I'm gonna create a effect right here. Let's say yellow, or maybe a green yellowish type of color. So I'll come down right here. Good. Then all I'm gonna do is to just put a color right there, and then I'm gonna change the opacity. I'm just gonna use blending option to change the opacity right here. Alright, I think I like this, which is a soft light, and then I'm going to adjust it a little bit like that. What else can I do? Let me try the blend if a little bit. Yeah, so I like, wait, you hold on Alt so you can split it. Yeah, I think I like this more. Alright, good. Gonna press OK, and then I'm gonna create another layer, and I'm gonna do I'm gonna mix the colors up a little bit. I'm gonna do pink, because you have pink on her nails here, so I'm gonna do it right here for the pink. Then I'm going to do the same thing. Let me see if I can copy the style from this and then paste it to this. It's not that strong. Let me just double click and go in and see if I can adjust it a little bit. Wait, for some reason I'm not seeing, well, oh yeah, it was soft light. Okay, so I'm gonna see what other blending mode works for me. I think I'm gonna leave it with the yellow, not the yellow, the pink right there. It's not that strong, but I guess that works. So I'm gonna create another layer again. I'm gonna go back to the color, and then I'm gonna do, let's say, blue. I'm gonna put the blue right down here, and I'm just gonna paste the same thing again. I think I like that. I think I can add red in the middle right there. Let me just lower the opacity a little bit like that, and then I'm going to create another layer again, and then I think I'm going to do, yeah, I'm going to do a hot pink like that right there. It's right in the middle. I'm going to apply the same what do you call this, the same blending mode, and then I'm going to lower the opacity a little bit like that. Alright, good. So I think I like what I've done. There's no fill light in the shades. I think there should be a fill light in the shade. I think I'm going to create something in there. Alright, so I like what I've done so far. So I'm going to create a fill light in the shades itself. So I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to get the pen tool, and I'm just going to create a line here, and then maybe right there and here, and then I'm gonna make a selection. I'll put this at about 5, Oh, it's doing everything. Let me just undo that. Let me see, Control I, wait, Control Alt I, not Control Alt I, it's Control Shift I to invert. So I want it to be in here. And then I'm going to come over here to the gradient filter, and then I think I'm okay with the color that I have here. I'm just going to lower the opacity to about like maybe right there, yeah, because I already have one over here, a fill, so I'm just gonna put that one in there, and then I think that looks better. Good, so I guess that's it for the image. Maybe I want to just add an overall color adjustment to everything. Control Alt Shift E, Control J to create a new layer, and then I'm just gonna go to color lookup. Yeah, I love this, but I'm gonna lower the opacity a little bit like that. So that's the finished image. So first time doing this, guys. I've never done this before. I just felt like I want to mess around with the colors and do a little glow. It could be better with a little practice. It could be better, but that's it. I'm just gonna do a before and after real quick so you guys can see what it looks like. So this is the before. I'm gonna come here to view, vertical up. Alright, so that's the before and after. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. You can go ahead and mess around with the colors on your images just to have something different on your Instagram page. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for another video. Bye bye.